SCA Minhag of the week, life cycles, Berit Milah ceremony. So in our last episode, we spoke about the grandmother bringing in a child and handing it to the Berit, the father of the newborn boy. So the father of the newborn boy is standing there wearing a talit, not tefillin, only talit, as our Minhag, as well as the mohel is there, but he does not wear talit or tefillin, and the sandak. The sandak will translate as the godfather, if you will, and he is the person that sits on the chair. Okay, there are two chairs, if you notice. There's one chair over here and another chair over here. This larger, more ornate chair, particularly this particular one over here, is part of the display of the Sephardic Heritage Museum that is housed in the Beit Yosef Synagogue in Deal, and this is an older chair that comes from Cairo, Egypt. This is a simpler chair, and in the Hanabi tradition, there are two chairs. There is one chair designated for Eliyahu Hanabi, and one chair that is designated for the sandak. The chair designated for Eliyahu Hanabi, nobody sits on, based upon tradition. Eliyahu Hanabi himself arrives to every milah, and this is where he will be sitting to the right of the sandak. The sandak is the godfather who sits in this special chair, and he holds the newborn when the mohel does the circumcision. So the sandak is wearing a talit, the father of the child is wearing a talit, and the mohel is not wearing a talit. Of course, it's now our minhag for any of these three individuals to be wearing tefillin. When the father of the child accepts his son in his arms from the grandmother, he says a number of pesukim which appear in the sidurim, and when we get up to the actual text of the milah, we'll discuss all the pesukim as well, which pesukim we do say, which we do not say, which have been introduced at a later date, and by whom and why. And after the general pesukim, the father of the son will say Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, which everybody will repeat, followed by Hashem Melech in the traditional tune of At-Ta'ahubi, which everybody repeats, the Pesukim of Anna wa Sha'ana, Anna Zahana, and some more verses. After those verses, the father of the child will say the Beracha of the Milah, which is Asher Kadeshanu Mizvotav V'Silvanu L'Achniso B'Krito Shel Abraham Avinu. At that point, everybody responds. Then they carry the baby. Okay? Generally, they will appoint the father to be doing that together with the mohel inside, to bring the baby, place it down on this particular chair over here for Eliyahu. According to some traditions, a Chumash open to Parashat Pinehas would be placed on this chair. It seems that there were two customs in Halab itself. Some of those who put a Chumash open to Pinehas on the chair, others who do not. And there were obviously various traditions based upon which synagogue you were in and which Hachamim were there. Some remember it this way, some remember it another way. In either case, it's not incumbent if a person does it or not. The main thing is that in Halab, they were specific and particular to have two separate chairs, as opposed to other communities outside of Syria who would only have one chair, which would be designated as Kiseh Eliyahu Nabi, and also the same chair that the sandak would sit on. So, to recap, Halab, two chairs, and the Berit and the sandak would be wearing tefillin and no tefillin.